In this episode, I'll be talking about staying clean, healthy, and hygiene in general on a cycle tour. I don't spend a huge amount of time fussing over my appearance or trying to stay particularly clean, so I think it really helps if you're heading out on a cycle tour. Got to be okay with being a little bit grubby, especially if you're going camping. If you're riding a bike out there on a road, you'll get pretty grimy and you will end up getting a bit of dirt and grime and grease and sweat on yourself. It's all hills today. We're heading towards a campsite. We need a rest and we really need a shower. It's like 30 degrees already and I'm filthy. So I do a lot of camping on my cycle tours and it's my preferred way to stay because I save a lot of money. I can take a tent with me. That often means that I'll be wild camping, so I won't be staying in campsites. And I limit my stays in campsites to around about once a week so that I can save money. So the way that I like to do that is, once a week, check into a hotel or a campsite and really take advantage of the facilities. If you have the opportunity, take a shower at the end of the day, wash the sweat off you, or as I like to do, have a swim in a river or a lake, or if all else fails, in the sea. Swimming in the river, obviously, use your discretion. You don't want to go swimming in a river if it's very dangerous or if it's very polluted. So on that note, I would stay away from swimming in the Rhine if you're in Germany, and do not swim in the Thames. No. Swimming in canals, maybe steer clear of that as well, unless it's particularly clean.
So clear in this canal, you can see the fish and all the way to the bottom almost.
Using showers at a public park or somewhere near the beach, you'll often find that there's public showers. Often they're cold showers, but they're better than nothing. I have in the past used those facilities as well, and it does depend on what country you're in. So some countries have these facilities just at the beaches. I know New Zealand, Australia, the USA have got cold showers sort of on the beach and you can just wash yourself under there. But some countries don't have those facilities or they're not as readily available. Another way that you can stay clean and have a shower and clean yourself up is to visit a gym. Overseas, I've done this actually when I got to London after camping out in the Surrey Hills for about a week. I was very dirty and I had to go and meet somebody, and I didn't want to turn up all dirty and sweaty, so I just went and asked at a gym, excuse me, can I please take a shower here? And not only did they let me take a shower, they didn't charge me a single thing for it. So that was in South London that I went to a community centre that had a gym and they allowed me to take a shower. If I can't have a shower at any point or I can't wash myself and I get particularly dirty and grubby on the road, you would have noticed that sometimes I'm wearing a bandana. So I take that off, run it under water or dip it into water if you come across a river or a lake or something, and then I will use that to wash my face. It's also a good way to keep yourself cool on the road, is take that bandana, dip it into cold water and then tie it around your neck. It's hot, man. I'm trying to get some shade here, cool off. Okay, so I spoke about being okay with being a bit grubby. Now that definitely does depend on what country you are visiting. Some countries have a higher tolerance for people looking a bit dirty and disheveled. Definitely in New Zealand, Australia, I would say probably okay. The United States. If you're out in the countryside in some parts of the world as well, it's a little bit more tolerated to be a little dirty. But if you're somewhere that you're in the middle of a big centre, somewhere like Tokyo, for instance, there's hardly much tolerance for being dirty. So you got to make sure to keep yourself clean. It's very important. The way I do this is just to make sure that I wear dark coloured clothing. I wear black jeans while I'm on a cycle tour. It means that I can go without changing clothes or washing my clothes for several days and sometimes longer. Keep your beard trimmed if you're a bloke. Keep it tidy and trimmed if you can. Again, it depends on what country you're in. Some countries, if you have a large beard, you look very out of place. In other countries, you look perfectly normal. Wash your socks every day if you can, and I do this either in the shower at a campsite, or if I come across water while I'm on the road, a tap, run them under a tap, or dunk them in a river, wring them out, and then dry your socks. Very important, make sure they're very dry before you put them back on your feet, and then that will help keep your feet clean and in good condition. It's very important. Most of the time doing laundry on the road, I wait till I check into a hotel. The reason being is that there is somewhere that I can hang it up to dry. Usually I'll just wash it in the sink in the hotel bathroom or in the shower, and then hang everything up to dry, or dry it on a heater if I can, and then it usually dries overnight, and that way you're going to have nice clean clothes at least once a week. And I don't take laundry detergent with me. I just use shampoo or soap that's available, and just make sure also, if you're doing that, to rinse out all of the detergent that you use before you hang your clothes up to dry. Public bathrooms and public toilets, that's something that you will encounter on the road if you're out there and you're on a cycle tour and you're doing a lot of camping. Try to ensure that you're going somewhere that's clean. A good tip for finding clean bathrooms is go to McDonald's. You don't even need to buy anything, or a shopping mall. That's also a good place to go, and you can use the bathrooms there. I carry a toothbrush in a toothbrush case, so that way when I pop the toothbrush in my bag, it doesn't get covered in filth and everything like that. It stays nice and clean. Making sure that you wash your toothbrush regularly, because if you're putting it in a case, it doesn't get the chance to dry out properly, and then it can grow bacteria. If you're carrying shampoo, make sure to put it in an unbreakable bottle when you put it in your bag, because there's nothing worse than putting a bottle of shampoo in your bag and then it gets broken and it gets all over everything. I've had that happen before. It's very annoying. I don't carry a full-size bath towel, and I also do not carry a microfiber towel. You might like to carry a microfiber towel. I mean, it's up to you, but what I do is I buy a very good quality cotton hand towel. It's very absorbent, it's very small and easy to carry, and it's easy to wash and dry. I find if my hair gets out of order, then I get a haircut. It will help me to look clean and tidy. Things are getting a bit out of order. I'm gonna find a place to get a haircut. Perfect. New smooth look. It's time to head south. Okay guys, at this point I'll show you a few of the items of kit that I carry with me to keep myself clean and tidy while I'm on a cycle tour. If you are using public showering facilities, it's a good idea to wear some kind of footwear in the shower. I use Crocs because you know, you can get them wet, and that way you don't have your feet touching the floor of the shower where other people have had their bare feet, because you don't want to get athlete's foot. My usual footwear on the road is boot. I use Doc Martens. They're tough and reliable. So this is the bandana that I take with me on the road, and usually just tie it around my neck. A toothbrush case like this stops your toothbrush from getting all covered in dust and other crap in your backpack. I would also recommend carrying one of these, a fingernail cutter. You keep your hands and fingernails in good shape, and then you're always looking clean and tidy when you're going into shops and doing transactions and things like that. I always carry water in these plastic soft drink bottles. You can carry about 1.5 litres, and that's generally enough for one person for one day. Enough drinking water, enough to brush your teeth, and I don't really use it for washing unless I really have to. Sometimes if I've been somewhere particularly grubby, For instance, on the tube in London or something like that, I like to wash my hands before I eat. If there's anything I've missed, please comment below and let me know. Make sure to join the channel if you're not a member already. There's a few other videos over there that you might enjoy. Thanks for watching.